Okay, welcome to Happy Hope Daycare Center. This is my diorama. Excuse me, there's a cat. So here are the two front doors, and I put in two big windows to let as much light in as I possibly could when I was designing this. And when you come right in, you'll see three separate doors. And beside those are the cubbies for the adjacent room. So we have the preschool cubbies, the toddler cubbies, and the infant cubbies. So I'll take you to the infant room first. When you first walk in, it's a nice blue with nice yellow. Just make it nice warm feeling. Two windows on the side to let in some natural light. And we have an open door with a change table with a sink right beside it. And then you keep going, we have a sensory station and a manipulative area. And then I try to give more room for the infants, so that they could work on their crawling and their climbing. There's a table for eating and some blocks over here. Every room, I'll go over this later, has a door that would be closed, but just for emergency exits. If one door got blocked, at least they can get out a different way. There is a chalkboard or a creative arts area. And for the infant room, it is sized enough to accommodate 10 infants with 30 square feet. But when I was doing the nursery, I decided to only put 7, just so that, there's enough room for everyone and we don't have to be cramped. And there is a quiet place with a window looking to the outside and a separate door for them to go out if it's yard time for them. And back through here, there is the cooking area. Pardon, my fridge fell down. With a fridge to hold up anything that they need to keep cool. And then through there is the office and some storage area. I would recommend putting a washing drying machine in there and go from there. And there is natural light available for here, but I put in a little bit of blinds so that they can close it up and make it a little darker if need be. Now coming back through here, we go to the toddler area, It's accommodated to keep up to 15 children with 2 educators. When you first walk in, there's a little couch there, and the books would be placed in that shelf there. Creative arts. Then you come and here's their fine motor area right by the circle time. Pardon me. Manipulative and sensory table, that could be water or sand. Another door again leading into the infant room that would be closed, but just for emergencies. Then we have our circle time area right beside the block in construction with the chalkboard. And some more books and a listening area, so that would be for music. And out here we have a nice window looking into their entrance for their play yard. So in their play yard they have a sand area, a sheltered area with some trees, and then manipulative blocks that they can work on climbing or stacking. And another door that would go into the preschool area, but that would also be closed. And the colors was a nice pink with some nice posters on the wall, just to keep it warm and friendly. And over here we have the music and dance area, as well as the dramatic play area, with a little bit blocked off so it doesn't interrupt the rest of the children. Now coming back to the front, the preschool cubbies lead right into the preschool room. Preschool room can accommodate 24 preschool children at 67.2 square meters, 2 educators. You walk in, it's the science area and the math area with the special interest shelving available. You have your bathroom with, a divider for the 2 toilets and a sink available. Over here, like that. Over here we have the quiet place right by a nice big bay window, and that's right beside the circle time and the reading area. Sensory table right here. Fine motor skills they can work on there. Creative area is right beside the chalkboard where it would also be working on their listening skills. Some storage in the back, probably for the blocks and the constructions and the manipulatives. And again, the dance music and dramatic play area is slightly blocked off just to not distract the other children. And they have their own entrance and exit to their private, or I should say fenced off area. 2 trees, some climbing apparatuses, enough room for them to kind of run around and explore, basketball areas, slides, and some added shelter for the hotter days or rain days if need be. There is a way that they can get into the preschool area more for emergencies, I would say. And a 4-foot fence surrounded by a wooden fence to ensure security. Lots of windows. And that's the overall look of it. Now, when I was designing my childcare center, I wanted to make sure mostly that there was enough room for the children and that it wasn't going to be too cramped. It was hard to do, surprisingly. So I wanted to make sure that there was enough room that the children here in the preschool area could have their own yard and their own access. And same with the toddler, that they could all fit. And most importantly, I wanted to make sure that the sleeping area for the infants was enough that they could, still have enough room to walk around. The families are very important for this educational process, so we wanted to make sure that they could always see into where the children were. And I wanted to make sure that all the developmental domains were established and covered so that when the children were present, they were not lacking anything specifically. So thank you again, and hopefully you enjoy.